Hey guys, Donnie B back with another video. If you have been keeping up with all my videos on my channel, you know it's been a very long time since I made another video. It's just a long story about why I made a video, and I sold my Bumblebee and I just now got a new boat, so I'll be making more videos on the water. Today, I just kind of wanted to get something out there. I want to make a video about my top 5 baits, or top 5 beginner baits. So it's gonna be a mixture of the soft plastics and hard baits, just top 5 in general baits that I like to use. I'm gonna start off with the most well-known bait out there, which everybody knows, is the stick bait. And I'll get you one out right here. Stick bait, this is not a Senko. What do you mean? It pretty much is a Senko, but a stick bait. I'll kind of get a comparison right here. So here, this is the Biospawn Exostick. This is what I love to use. I don't really throw stick baits, kind of like this one right here, or Senko, whatever you want to call it. I use the Exo stick from Biospawn. You can see all the ribs in there, and it just has a lot of action. Really good for a wacky rig, weightless. So yeah, that's the first versatile bait you can throw. You can pretty much catch fish with this bait anywhere, ponds, rivers, big lakes and all that stuff. So that's pretty much it for the first best beginner bait, and we're gonna go to the second. So to the second most versatile is the spinner bait. There's a lot of different things that you can look for on a spinner bait. You got the blades, you got willow blades, Colorado blades, but beginner probably doesn't really care about that right now. It's just get any kind of spinner bait. Color depends on the obviously the water clarity and if it's murky or if it's clear. Spinner bait you can throw year round. You kind of want to throw this kind of early or late in the day, mainly when the bass or whatever you're catching on is feeding, because that's what it imitates, is the shad. So you want to throw it when they're feeding, actively feeding, because obviously it's a moving bait. You want them to chase it. Weight doesn't really, well, I mean, it kind of matters, kind of doesn't matter. This is the 3/8 ounce. This is the Guggen spinner bait, which is really cool. You can actually see, tells you the weight on there, which a lot of spinner baits don't tell you the weight. It doesn't show you the weight on it. That's pretty much it. Spinner bait, I mean, it'll catch you a lot of fish. So on to number 3. So number 3, we'll kind of go back to the soft plastics. Another amazing bait, a lot of very easy bait to throw, has a lot of action. Maybe when that Senko bite's not really getting it and you want a little bit more action, you have the curly tail worm. Curly tail worm, like before, you could throw a weightless and Texas rig, not really wacky rig, but Carolina rig. You could probably, this is also a very good bait if you wanted to maybe cut it off about halfway right here and put it on as a trailer for spinner bait, even chatterbait. I mean, anything really you want to put it as a trailer. Like I said, very good bait for bass that are a little more active and need a little bit more action. So that's pretty simple to the point, curly tail worm. Number 4 is another hard bait, moving bait, is the square bill. Very, very easy to throw. You want to throw this, well, obviously square bill, you can see the bill. More square, it deflects off of stuff very easy, so that's why it's so easy to fish. You can throw it at riprap, which is just rocks in the water, timber, big rocks. I mean, anywhere that has structure, timber, rocks, and all that stuff. So that's another very, very easy bait to throw. Also, they have, you can see this one is called a flat side square bill. This one doesn't have a lot of wobble as it when it's going through the water, so that's more for more maybe finickier bass, maybe colder water or something like that. Yeah, more over than like just the regular round body square bill. You can see the difference. This has a bigger wobble to it, just different times of the year to throw different baits. On to the last bait. It is going to be another soft bait. It is going to be the curly tail grub. Okay, the curly tail grub, you can throw mainly I mean, you can throw it on a small weightless hook. It'd be a smaller aught hook, but mainly you want to throw it on a jig head, and you can just thread it on there, and it'll be just a nice little presentation. But a downside to that for a beginner is it's not weedless. You'll see the hook is going to be exposed. They do make Ned rigs or jig heads that have a weed guard. Also, a really good thing about curly tail grubs is they're perfect for trailers. So like I said, a very good trailer to a spinnerbait. You notice there's no skirt on the spinner. There's no skirt on the spinnerbait, which is fine. You can just take it off, put a trailer on there. It'll, you can imitate a bluegill or put a white grub on there, imitate a shad. So, that is in my opinion, obviously everybody has their opinion, my top 5 beginner baits for just starting bass fishing, just really easy baits to throw and get out there and catch some fish. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on the bell to keep notified when I drop a new video. Make sure to follow my social media. I'll link it in the description, Instagram and all that stuff. And I'll see you guys next time.